he's been about control. He's been about making sure that things are his way. Us, as the media members, know it because of how his behavior has changed.
I mean, Skip, I think Floyd just look. Floyd, you done made enough money.
Get back?
Yep.
Does this man have no shame?
No.
Is he not easy money Mayweather now?
Get that money.
Yeah.
A major revelation has shaken both the sports world and financial community, as two prominent ESPN commentators have brought forward surprising claims about Floyd's finances. In a recent broadcast that quickly sparked intense debate across social media and television, they shared what they described as clear evidence suggesting significant undisclosed debt. According to their report, this information challenges the long-standing public image of the boxing icon as a symbol of immense wealth and financial stability.
It ain't enough because one thing matters to him and one thing only, and that's him being recognized as the greatest of all times. Well, you're not in my book.
Instead of simply supporting the idea of a flawless financial history, the analyst suggested that behind a display of high-end cars, lavish real estate, and a lifestyle that appears almost limitless, there may be significant financial obligations that could reshape public and investor opinion. The segment blended detailed financial breakdowns with a direct, unfiltered delivery both commentators are known for. Stephen A. Smith, recognized for his sharp criticism of athletes and business figures, challenged the narrative surrounding Floyd's success. He pointed out that the situation reflects deeper inconsistencies, explaining that the figures don't seem to align. According to him, when those with inside knowledge look closer, they uncover debts that have not been disclosed publicly, commitments that, if revealed, would likely spark serious questions about how his financial empire has been handled.
I thought long and hard about this over the last few hours because I had no intention, Molly, of talking about this at all.
Yeah.
He clearly took exception to some of the things that he heard me say, and he confronted me about it.
Smith based his argument on a detailed review of financial records and insider accounts, which he says point to a gap between the public image of extreme wealth and the reality behind closed doors. In his view, many of Floyd's ventures, from prominent property investments to lucrative endorsement deals, appear to rely heavily on borrowed funds, steadily increasing his financial obligations over time. Stephen A. Smith explained that building such an extravagant lifestyle typically involves taking on debt, but suggested the structure of these deals raises concerns. He indicated that the way these arrangements are organized seems to mask the true scale of what is owed. What may have once been seen as calculated financial strategy, he implied, could actually represent a level of debt accumulation far beyond what is considered manageable in the industry. Shannon Sharp offered his own viewpoint, pointing out how unusual it is for someone as high-profile as Floyd Mayweather Jr. to project limitless wealth while potentially carrying such hidden pressures. He added that these financial tools were not one-off cases, but appear to follow a consistent pattern, suggesting the possible use of complex or less transparent financing methods to keep growing liabilities out of public view.
I'm sure he could be 60 years of age and people would still pay per view to watch him box something.
And so the lure is still there.
Yeah.
They want to see Floyd get beat, even if it's somebody that's not a name that a YouTuber did something that a world champion couldn't do.
Yeah. Didn't.
No. But I saw Floyd Mayweather get knocked down.
But at what point does Floyd have enough money not to stoop to do these exhibitions? But at some point there is athletic dignity attached to 50 and 0, and that's the allure of this.
Yeah.
It's the equivalent of, okay?
And the people that they're putting him in there with can't put him in harm's way.
No,
so he doesn't see like you said, I watched this ruckus on Twitter. I was like,
what?
Like, oh my goodness.
Okay.
It definitely was like WWE.
According to the two ESPN commentators, these claims are based on what they describe as a thorough examination of internal messages, banking activity, and financial reports that had not been publicly available before. Their findings suggest that several transactions, presented as standard business operations, may have been arranged in ways that create a noticeable gap between declared assets and the actual level of debt. Shannon Sharp referenced one example involving documentation that allegedly showed large amounts of money moving through third parties, whose purpose appeared to be concealing where the funds originally came from. The analysts argued that such arrangements may have been used to project an image of steady profitability and financial strength, while the underlying situation pointed to a far more fragile balance that could be disrupted at any time. The potential impact of these claims is significant, especially in an environment where celebrity branding and displays of luxury are closely tied to how athletes are perceived. For years, Floyd Mayweather Jr. has been celebrated not only for his achievements in the ring, but also for his reputation as a savvy businessman, an image reinforced through media appearances, social platforms, and a lifestyle that reflects extreme wealth. If these allegations prove accurate, it would suggest that much of that perception may have relied on a complex financial structure where substantial liabilities were kept out of sight through selective disclosure and layered transactions.
Disappointed. The thing is that Floyd is what they call an independent contractor. And what happens is that when you become an independent contractor, Skip, if you make $230 million, they give you 2 checks or a check for $230 million. It is up to you to take out the deduction and make sure state, federal, and whatever else needs to be deducted is paid to the Internal Revenue Service.
Both commentators stress that these findings should prompt regulators, investors, and the public to take a closer look at how celebrity-backed businesses are managed. Stephen A. Smith noted that undisclosed debt is a known issue in high-level finance, but cases involving someone as widely recognized as Floyd Mayweather Jr. rarely come to light in such a direct way. Shannon Sharp echoed those concerns, adding that individuals who invested in ventures tied to Floyd might be facing risks that were not clearly outlined beforehand. Their discussion quickly sparked widespread reaction among fans and industry observers. Online platforms filled with mixed responses, from skepticism to frustration. Supporters who once viewed Floyd as a model of financial success are now reconsidering that perception, questioning whether his reputation as a sharp businessman was fully accurate. Some commentators have also suggested that these alleged liabilities could be linked to challenges in sectors where Floyd has invested, especially real estate. Given the market's recent instability, carrying undisclosed debt could heighten existing risks, potentially affecting not only his own financial position, but also the interests of business partners and stakeholders involved.
But it's not something that he's been, it's not like deception.
No.
It's just neglect to pay.
Neglect. And it's also like, I think, and there is like a truth to this, he makes so much money, there's probably a point when they're like, hey, it's time to pay your taxes.
Meanwhile, Amir Khan weighed in, calling the situation unfortunate, while suggesting that Floyd Mayweather Jr. could be facing serious financial trouble. He didn't hold back, remarking that consequences eventually catch up, and questioned whether such a lavish lifestyle could be maintained long-term, even hinting that a return to the ring might become necessary. Khan also pointed to a recent moment involving Eddie Hearn, where an encounter in Las Vegas carried more than just light-hearted joking. Although their exchange appeared playful on the surface, it reflected an ongoing tension. Hearn had previously made repeated public claims suggesting that Mayweather's financial position was not as strong as portrayed, even linking his exhibition bouts to those concerns. When the two met face-to-face, Mayweather addressed those remarks directly, noting that they had already discussed the issue. The interaction then shifted into humor, with both sides trading jokes while those around them reacted to the exchange. At one point, Hearn quipped about how much Mayweather might have earned under his promotion, drawing laughter from those present. Despite holding the distinction of being one of boxing's highest earners, recent reports have raised questions about the stability of his business operations. Claims involving unpaid wages, employee protests, and financial strain within his ventures have started to surface, putting his broader enterprise under scrutiny. In late 2024, Mayweather made headlines with significant expansion into New York real estate, acquiring dozens of properties in Upper Manhattan and adding over 1,000 residential units to his portfolio. Shortly after, he became involved in a large-scale commercial real estate deal valued in the billions, covering multiple office towers and millions of square feet. Around the same period, he secured another high-value property in Midtown Manhattan, located near well-known landmarks such as Broadway and Rockefeller Center. At the same time, controversy emerged surrounding one of his gyms in Los Angeles, where workers claimed they had not received their wages, leading to public demonstrations. Some employees expressed fear of speaking out, alleging that raising concerns could lead to retaliation. Reports also reference potential violations of California labor laws, which impose financial penalties for delayed payments. This is not the first time issues have been reported within his fitness business. as a previous location in Elk Grove closed following legal action over unpaid rent. With similar concerns now surrounding another gym, staff members have questioned whether Mayweather is fully aware of the situation. Separately, both Mayweather and DJ Khaled were previously reported to have resolved the case with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission related to the promotion of investment opportunities without proper disclosure. Adding to the attention, 50 Cent has recently revived his long-running feud with Mayweather, making critical remarks following Mayweather's appearance on Tonight show starring Jimmy Fallon, where he made bold claims about the scale of his business success.
There's a rumor that we're going to see more of you in New York. You might be getting a piece of the Giants or something.
We just don't ever know. Certain things we can talk about, but certain things we can talk about, certain things we can't talk about.
Okay, all right.
That's because, certain paperwork.
Okay.
I should say.
Okay.
If that's safe to say, I should say.
But we might see you more in New York, maybe?
I live in New York.
I know. By the way, I saw you bought like 40 apartments or something.
Well, no.
I think you bought New York. I mean, what am I?
I didn't buy New York, but I feel like everyone should own a piece of the earth. And I feel like you can't go wrong with New York real estate. If you know how much money you got, you really don't have no money. So if you know how many buildings you got, you don't really have no buildings. So I think I own right now somewhere upwards of 100 buildings or more. And in I think 99% of my buildings are in New York City.
Wow.
50 Cent reacted strongly on Instagram, openly mocking Floyd Mayweather Jr. and questioning his awareness of his own finances. In his posts, he suggested that Floyd might not fully understand the extent of his assets, even hinting that others could be taking advantage of the situation. He also raised concerns about potential tax implications tied to residency claims, implying that such factors could significantly impact earnings. The criticism didn't stop there. 50 Cent escalated things by sharing an altered image portraying Floyd in a way meant to suggest dishonesty, while also promoting his own business-related content in contrast. Their ongoing feud, which dates back years, has been linked in part to financial disagreements, including claims that Mayweather once failed to repay a substantial amount of money connected to earlier support. Despite the controversy, Mayweather has continued to showcase his wealth publicly. In a widely circulated video, he gave viewers a look at new additions to his car collection, featuring luxury vehicles displayed outside a high-end showroom. The clip highlighted detailed interiors and custom designs, reinforcing his well-known preference for premium automobiles. With individual models often costing hundreds of thousands of dollars, such purchases easily reach into seven-figure territory. Beyond cars, his collection of luxury watches has also drawn attention, reportedly valued in the tens of millions. Among the standout pieces is the highly exclusive billionaire watch, known for its extensive diamond design, along with recently acquired Rolex Daytona Eye of the Tiger. A viral video showed him purchasing the timepiece at a New York jewelry store, where he proudly highlighted the addition to his collection. Mayweather's social media presence continues to emphasize a lifestyle filled with private jets, rare watches, and high-end cars. While this consistent display reinforces his image of extreme wealth, it has also fueled ongoing debate about whether it reflects true financial strength or raises questions about long-term stability. Floyd Mayweather Jr. has pushed back against claims about financial trouble by showcasing extremely high-value watches, some reportedly worth tens of millions of dollars. His response has been to highlight his continued access to luxury, reinforcing the image he presents publicly. At the same time, Jake Paul echoed sentiments shared by some fans, suggesting that Mayweather's ongoing exhibition bouts could be tied to financial pressure. He claimed that large earnings may not have been properly managed, adding that unpaid obligations and tax-related issues could be contributing factors. Meanwhile, 50 Cent has continued to criticize Mayweather, reigniting a long-standing feud. The latest wave of comments followed Mayweather's appearance on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, where he made bold statements about his business success. In response, 50 Cent mocked those claims online, questioning whether Mayweather fully understands the scope of his own assets and suggesting that others might be benefiting at his expense. He also intensified the situation by sharing edited imagery designed to cast doubt on Mayweather's credibility, along with posts promoting his own business achievements. Their rivalry has been linked to past financial disagreements, including reports on alleged unpaid, some-tied earlier support in Mayweather's career. Despite the ongoing criticism, Mayweather continues to display his wealth publicly. In one widely shared video, he presented new additions to his luxury car collection, featuring high-end vehicles with customized interiors and premium detailing, with individual models often exceeding $500,000. Such purchases quickly add up to multi-million-dollar investments. His passion for luxury extends beyond cars. His watch collection, estimated to be worth around $100 million, includes some of the most exclusive pieces available. Among them is a well-known billionaire watch, along with a recently acquired Rolex Daytona Eye of the Tiger valued at hundreds of thousands of dollars. A viral clip showed him purchasing the piece in New York, proudly presenting it as part of his growing collection. Mayweather's social media continues to emphasize a lifestyle filled with private jets, designer timepieces, and exotic cars. While this consistent display strengthens his reputation for extreme wealth, it has also fueled debate. Some observers argue that such a lifestyle reflects financial strength, while others believe it could point to excessive spending that may not be sustainable over time.
They kind of, think it's a red flag when you're 50 years old and feel like almost 50 and still gotta flex on social media. But, people on social media do what they do best, especially black people, try to tear each other down. So people start researching, Angelique started researching, and they found out that Floyd was capping. Now, Floyd is part of like some type of ownership group that got a part of it. Then you got 50 who, like I said, he got a burning vendetta against Floyd.
That wraps up today's video. Make sure to drop your thoughts in the comments below. Stay tuned for more, and we'll see you in the next one.